USA settling for the silver here in Shanghai. So we move on now to the men. Bring in the gentlemen. It is time for the men's team bronze medal match. Number 9 India facing third-seeded France in this bronze medal match. And it's India out first. India getting to the bronze medal match by defeating Mexico by 1 in the 1/8 round, the United States by 4 in the quarterfinals before losing by 4 to Iran in the semifinals. All right, let's meet the trio of shooters for Team India. Rajat Chauhan, CL Maisnam, and on the left, of course, is Abhishek Verma, one of the up-and-comers in men's compound competition. Now a good look at a very veteran team from France. France vanquishing the team from Vietnam by 9 in the 1/8 round. They were 5 up on the Aussies in the quarterfinals and then were defeated by 9 by the Danes in the semifinals. So time to meet the team from France. 3 veteran shooters. Sebastien Peineau, Pierre-Julien Deloche, and Dominique Genet on your left. A lot of experience out there, Bridger.
Yeah, those 3 men together have shot a lot of arrows. Together and separate. Lots of experience. Very strong team. So be interesting to see what happens. But India does have, where they lack in experience, they have in excitement, and I've seen them lay down some top-notch scores as well. So
there's some talent out there, no question about it. So India on target number 1. By the way, last year here in Shanghai, Russia defeated Mexico 221 to 196. Kalishnikov, Dambayev, and Sporodov winning the bronze medal a year ago. This year, it's France and India fighting it out for that bronze medal, and Dominique Genet starts off with a 9. Sebastien Peineau, whom we shall see in the gold medal match this afternoon.
good shot.
In that center ring. And here is Pierre-Julien Deloche, ranked number 1 in the world. And Pierre puts one in the 9 ring.
All 3 were about the same spot, a little to the right. Like I said, coming from the practice range, which is down the way a little bit, up to here can be, your sight can be a little different, be it lighting or, you know, the wind. We're kind of, the archers are blocked by the wind from all the tents around here, whereas down there,
you're exposed.
Yeah, we're not protected at all. So some things can change, but.
Good look at CL Maisnam, 32 years old. First time on the international stage since 2011. And he starts off with a 9 just outside the 10 ring. And that brings us now to Abhishek Verma. Oh, excuse me, Rajat Chauhan. The 19-year-old who is 9th in the world. Strong shot.
And you can see what I was talking about. Both India's first 2 arrows were both just in and just out of the 10 on the right side. So we always like watching the matches beforehand to see where other archers' arrows are going and try and compensate for that if we can. So made up for it.
Marks the spot
on that arrow.
For Dominique Genet, who took most of last season off. Still ranked 32nd in the world.
Tell he didn't like that when it went off.
Sebastien with a 9. And now Pierre-Julien Deloche, who captured the silver medal at the World Cup finals in Lausanne last fall. Settling for silver thanks to the guy sitting next to me, Bridger Deaton.
Come on.
Pierre, a tough, tough competitor. Now a good look at Verma. 25 years old, ranked 20th in the world. Puts up a 10 spot. Third World Cup event ever for Maisnam. And he takes advantage of that.
Said sometimes experience isn't everything, so India's shooting really, really well right now.
Chauhan just outside the 10 ring. Still a lead for India after the first end. So India taking a 2-point lead. Could have been more, though. Could have been a 3-point lead, so France has got to feel fortunate about that. 58-56 in favor of the team from India. India trying to cap off a good week that saw them score wins over Mexico and the United States before losing to Iran in the semifinals. Iran, we'll see that team coming up in the gold medal match in just a couple of moments. Iran in a gold medal match for the first time since 2011. So they're excited, as is this young lady. Meanwhile, the three archers from India trying to stay cool, calm, and collected. We just saw the United States women get off to a 3-point lead after the first end and wind up dropping the set by 1 point, or excuse me, the match by 1 point. So there's a long way to go still in this match. And France will start off shooting first. Good crowd on hand here on a Saturday morning in Shanghai. There's Steve Anderson up in the crowd. Steve will be in the crowd with a little bit of a rooting interest this afternoon.
Yeah, I don't know why, but he's rooting for somebody not from the U.S.
Yeah, somebody from Mexico by the name of Linda Ochoa.
Married last fall, I think.
Yes, his bride will be shooting against Sarah Lopez later today. So France struggling. A little bit of a surprise, Bridger.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Any of these guys can quickly turn a match around. So the experience they have and ability they have. So
Sebastien Peineau.
That's a good shot.
Puts one in the 10 ring. And now Pierre, 33 years old. Won a gold medal at stage 4 in Poland last summer. And he drills one in the center of the target. So 28 out of a possible score of 30 on those first 3 shots for France, but Verma starts off strong with another X. Virtually no wind to contend with. Great scoring conditions as CL Maisnam comes through with another 10.
India's not very interested in giving the French a chance right now. Still lots of arrows to go.
And now Chauhan, who lost to Sebastien Peineau by 3 points during qualifying here last year. Trying to get a little bit of payback. That's 3 straight 10s, and the lead grows to 4 at 88-84. And France responds. Dominique Genet. Good look at Peineau, 28 years young, 4th in the world, and the defending gold medalist here in Shanghai. He'll be defending that gold medal this afternoon. Starting to warm up, a pair of 10s. Actually, that's 4 straight 10s by France, and that ends the run right there. Just outside the 10 ring on that shot by Pierre-Julien Deloche.
Tell right when he released, he didn't really like it.
On the line, Abhishek Verma, who started shooting internationally in 2006. Putting his team in good position, setting the stage now for CL Maisnam. And Maisnam appears to be right on the line with a 9.
Easy, bilkul easy.
So India on course and on track right now. Rajat Chauhan, silver medalist at the 2013 Youth Championships in China. And a solid shot right there for Chauhan. And India leading by 2 points after the first end. Building that lead here in the second end. 113 points for France. And 116 right now, unofficially, for India. So they extend the lead by 1 point and lead it by 3 midway through this match. Carl Archie along with Bridget Eaton here on Archery TV as we begin the outdoor season. At stage 1 in Shanghai, Sarah Lopez and her teammates back up in the crowd watching the rest of the action here today. A few raincoats, but at this point, rain gear not necessary.
First time in a few years that there hasn't been any rain during the finals.
In fact, you had great conditions this past week, didn't you, for qualifying?
Yeah, the stadium, much like here, we actually shot in a totally different direction. So the wind responded a little different in that stadium. You get a lot of swirling. And last year I kind of had an idea of how it was going to go as I shot in stadiums that were oriented the same way, but this year was a lot different. There's still some awesome score shot. Braden shot phenomenal the second half of qualification. And as it's Stefan Hansen. But it was a little bit windier this year than it was last year.
There's the remote control Kia car, retrieving the arrows, bringing them back to the archers. Money is no object for the World Federation, World Archery Federation. We spare no expense. We will get those arrows back to you. On the shooting line, Dominique Genet with an X to start off the third end. The veteran 46-year-old Genet, the strong shot, showing the way for his teammate Sebastien Peineau. And a bit of a pained expression on the face of the French fans as their team is trying to fight their way back. And that will do it.
That will help a lot. So, like I was saying, these guys have the experience to just turn it around, turn it on when they need to. So we'll see how India responds to that.
I'd say that's a pretty strong response.
It's not bad.
Abhishek Verma says, okay, I'll see you, and I'll try to raise you. Back-to-back 10s. And now Chauhan, who defeated Martin Damsbo, the World Cup gold medalist in Belek at the World Championships. So he is an outstanding shooter with great experience and has been in pressure situations and comes through under the gun right there with a 10 that just snuck in there.
Still scores the same, so while it's always satisfying to shoot them all in the X ring, the liners will do.
10 years from now, when they look at the record books, it's going to show up as a 10.
Exactly.
They don't ask how, they just ask how much. Peineau. Peering through those colored lenses, finds the 10 ring.
The blue does some interesting things to the target. Makes the yellow a lot brighter.
Wanted to ask you about that. Let's get into that after this end is over. Pierre-Julien Deloche makes it 10s across the board. A perfect end here in the third end for France.
More on par for where the French team probably should be.
What
where
you
they
expect.
feel they expect, you know, what they expect from themselves for sure.
So a little bit of pressure applied, but Verma finds and kills the spider.
Both arrows in the almost exact center of the target.
Brilliant shot by Abhishek of Verma. Now the 32-year-old CL Maisnam. And his shot drifts a little bit low into the 9 ring. So the best that India can hope for right now is to have a 2-point lead heading into the final end. But that depends on Rajat Chauhan shooting a 10.
She does.
All right, so there you go. It is a 2-point lead, 175-173 in favor of India. And let's get back to talking about that. We were looking at Sebastien Peineau, and he's wearing the blue lenses. Some prefer the orange. There's all different types of colors. Talk about that a little bit, Bridger.
Yep. The blue, what it does is that it actually cancels out a lot of the red hues on all the stuff you look at. So the yellow pops a lot more. It makes the yellow a lot brighter.
So you focus in on that.
Exactly. I prefer to wear the amber, you know, a regular lens, much like a sunglasses. For me, just, yeah, it makes the blue makes the target look a lot better, but it makes everything else look kind of goofy too. And for me, it kind of bothers me a little bit, and I get headaches from it. But wearing the other lenses just keeps your eyes really relaxed. And even in some other conditions where it's a little lower light, they have other lenses that'll make everything brighter too. So for FIDA, I like wearing the brown lens or the amber lens. So just to help relax my eyes instead of, you know, having sunglasses on and then taking them off to shoot, and then you're squinting the whole time. You know, don't have as much. This way, you're never having to wait for your eyes to adjust to the sunlight.
But it's a personal preference,
right,
for each archer.
Yep.
Some like the orange, some like the yellow, some like, as we saw, Sebastien Peineau obviously prefers the blue.
Yep. Yeah, I know a couple people like wearing the lighter lenses, even in lighter conditions, to make the target that much brighter. Whereas, like for me, even right now, I'd wear a dark lens, just because I like things being a little bit darker. Makes my peep a little clearer, and the target show up a little better. So.
Well, the arrows have been retrieved and returned by our Kia remote control car. Kia, one of the great sponsors, along with Sport Toto, Fila, Turkish Airlines. As we begin the fourth end, France trailing by 2. And Dominique Genet putting up a 9. Here is Peineau, who emerged during the 2014 Indoor World Cup Championships, where he beat Braden Galantine.
I stood behind Braden while they shot that match, and Sebastien shot exceptional. So I think he missed 1 or 2 10s that entire match.
Did not leave many openings that night in Las Vegas.
Ouais, PJ, X. Nickel, les gars. Allez.
Deloche delivers.
Had he come away with the Vegas win, that would have been an impressive payday.
Yeah.
Winning the World Cup final and the Vegas shoot.
The Vegas shoot is a wild, wild event.
India not giving up anything though.
Maisnam made it. So there is no weak link in this lineup for India. Rajat Chauhan, the anchor, trying to get back the point that they relinquished in that third end. And does. 3 straight 10s. So they go back up by 3 with 3 to shoot.
France definitely needs 3 10s right here to have a hope and a prayer to come away with it.
3 straight 10s and a major break. Maybe a couple of big breaks. Genet just outside the 10 ring.
Allez, Seb.
Peineau draws it back, releases, and it's also just outside the 10 ring.
Allez, PJ. 15.
So France's hopes are fading fast as Pierre-Julien Deloche lines up what could be the final shot of the match for France. And he does get it just inside the 10 ring. Good as gold right there. But India
just needs to shoot a 26 on this half to come away with it. So
got that cushion, but they're not going to rely on that.
I don't think they have any interest in shooting the 26.
Not Abhishek Verma. He was 17th at stage 3 in Antalya last year. He was 9th at stage 1 here in Shanghai last year. And he's about to win a bronze medal with his teammates as Maisnam puts another one in the 10 ring. 6 or better will do it. Rajat Chauhan for the win. Puts it away. Rajat Chauhan with a 9 to finish it off. And a resounding win for Team India as they come out, grab the lead, and they lead from wire to wire here in the men's bronze medal match against the team from France. So the younger but very talented team from India, able to deal with the experience that the French team was able to throw at them.
Yeah, India has been shooting really, really well. I've come across a couple of them and never excited to shoot against them because I know they're gonna shoot really well. So definitely a good up-and-coming team for sure.
Strong team for India this year and a strong start on the season. On the women's side, Deepika Kumari is back as well for India, so it could be shaping up as a very strong summer, strong season for India this year on the World Cup Tour. And there you see it, a 4-point win, 234 to 230 for India.